There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. The give on the option. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the back. This time on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback. And that ball's free behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Music note. Music note. Here we go. Set. Okay, ready?
Put some points on the scoreboard.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the... back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Pineda. They're working that left side. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Pineda. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He'll try. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the 2nd straight game. This guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They can use this 1st score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that 1st score now.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Diggs. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hawaii. Excellent pass by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UTEP. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Pineda. This time he's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. near the marker. It's Diggs. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to throw. It's Pineda. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at...
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game.
He's got it on the outside. Quick step and go. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Fresno State right back to the line. They'll run play action. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Warrior. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's a good. Read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
This one's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit as he throws. Makes the catch. It's Connor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air. It's Pineda. He's he's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run there. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. Defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You think they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Touchdown, Fresno State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to adjust the pattern. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Dropping back, it's Pineda. Oh, they're after him. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right out. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Just keeps slinging it. Looking for a huge play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing.
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be bounced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
To the ground, he's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, he makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. him set up in business. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Moving away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Sprinting away. He's at the 30. The 10. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recount.